Jojo's Bizarre Adventure is to autistic people what Dragon Ball is to Mexicans. Created by ageless vampire Hirohiko Araki in the year 1987, Jojo was your standard supernatural 80s fighting manga, not unlike Fist of the North Star.
貴様の拳など顔どにも効かんわい。お前はもう死んでいる。何？もうあたくびできれぶ。
But as it went on, it inspired many anime to come, and it inspired fans to constantly shove it down the throats of people who don't give a shit. How about we go through every part real quick, and I give a brief description of each one.
Part 1, Phantom Blood.
Bram Stoker's Dracula with magic gay sunshine karate.
Part 2, Battle Tendency.
Indiana Jones with Aztec strippers and magic gay sunshine karate.
Part 3, Stardust Crusaders.
Villain of the Week structure mixed in with Around the World in 80 Days. This part introduced the concept of stands, which swapped out magic gay sunshine karate in favor of personas if personas were named after bands your grandpa listened to.
Part 4, Diamond is Unbreakable.
An Elvis impersonator and his friends solve a Twin Peaks murder mystery and try to track down and kill a furry with a hand fetish.
Part 5, Golden Wind.
Gay Sopranos.
Part 6, Stone Ocean.
Jojo is the New Black.
Part 7, Steel Ball Run.
Brokeback Mountain meets Death Race with Jesus!
Jojolian.
I don't fucking know, and I don't even think Araki knows. Something about a fruit stand, I guess? One part of JoJo's mass appeal is that it references Western culture a lot. Mostly in the form of whatever band Araki was listening to when he was drawing manga panels and performing whatever satanic ritual he does to stay eternally young. For example, most of the stands and characters are named after bands or songs. The main villain of parts 1 and 3 is named Dio, after the metal singer Ronnie James Dio. However, what you may not know is that the name Dio has more than one meaning. Sure, it's a reference to the singer, but what you may not have known is that when translated to Latin, Dio means blonde vampire who takes it up the ass from a black priest. It's these kind of subtle details that really show the depth of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and makes me understand why people feel the need to gargle Araki's nuts. Now let's get into the complexity of the fights. In part 1, the key to winning a fight was just to punch harder and faster. But as we keep going, it became a requirement to outsmart your opponent, only for them to outsmart you right back, and then you had to outsmart their outsmarting. Rinse and repeat until you're like 50 fucking layers deep into the outsmarting. Like, for real, a whole ass JoJo fight could be narrowly won because of some shit like JoJo shoving a broomstick up his ass or something. There are some ridiculous fights in this series. But to sum it all up, JoJo is fucking awesome. There's a reason it had stuck around for almost 40 years now, and it's not just that Araki sold his soul to the demons of Selzar for manga success. Araki is currently 61 years old going on 29, and for him to keep adding on to and further improving his magnum opus is legit inspirational. I hope I can do half the shit this absolute mad lad does when I hit my 60s. But if we're being realistic, I'll probably just be sitting in front of a TV scratching my nuts all day and waiting to die. But until then, I'll be a JoJo enjoyer. I give JoJo a final score of Jim Jim's Peculiar Escapade out of John John's Not Particularly Normal Excursion.